going on, y'all? Welcome to the EJ2 Track Rat YouTube channel. My name is Dylan. For those of you who don't know, I'm an amateur road racer, race car builder, and educator in the grassroots motorsports space. In today's video, we're going to be racing at Summit Point Motorsports Park in West Virginia with the American Endurance Racing Series. I'm going to be driving the number 600 Reuben Performance Garage and Barbecue 2006 Mazda Miata. It is a NC Mazda Miata. It's got a stock motor, but everything else in the car was meticulously put together, especially the brakes. I got asked by my buddy Alex if I wanted to help by filling out a seat in the car this weekend, so we're going to get to talk to him, ask him about his cars, ask him about his team and how it came to be, and overall we're just going to have a good time. If y'all like what you see, I would appreciate you sticking around, firstly, but secondly, don't be afraid to leave a comment down below, drop a like, and subscribe. It really helps the channel. So stay tuned, and I hope y'all like what you're about to see. What's going on, y'all? We're at Summit Point Motorsports Park. We're doing the American Endurance Racing endurance race here. So today is Friday. We are doing practice and running with Reuben Performance Garage. We got two cars this weekend. So we got an E36 with Aero. I believe this is a Class 3 car. And then we have an NC MX-5 that is a Class 2 car. They're both really great cars though. Both very well set up. They've been proven in both Champ Car and in AER. Champ Car is another endurance series for those of you who don't know. But yeah, we're having a really good time right now. So today is just practice. We're throwing laps in. We've had a bunch of drivers go back to back to back and just kind of see who could throw down the best lap time, figure out what the car is doing or isn't doing right, and basically get it sorted for tomorrow. So tomorrow we have a race. It's gonna be an 8-hour long race. And then on Sunday, we also have a race. As you can see, it is overcast. It's been spitting on and off with the rain, but we're hoping for a good weekend. So right now, I turned some laps in this Miata here. That's what I'm gonna be driving this weekend. We had a couple other drivers turn some laps in this Miata as well. And yes, I am recording.
It's not a good time to record.
Why, what happened?
I'm gonna show you something.
What happened?
It's time for a lesson.
What did I do?
All right, so
right now we're trying to work through a cool suit issue on this car. And for those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, that is a cool shirt cooler. So it's basically an ice chest with water in it. There's a pump inside of it, and the pump pumps cold water to a special shirt that you wear underneath of your race suit so you stay nice and chilly. Nice and chilly willy. Yeah. We found out that the wire had some sort of short in it or some sort of, break. We originally thought that the pump was going bad, but the pump is apparently not bad. So yeah, tested for electricity from voltage from the harness directly to the pump. We were getting voltage, and then I moved the wire around a bunch of times and I couldn't find a break, so we thought the pump was bad, and then Pete moved it like right at the connector and found a break. So I'm gonna cut that apart, we're gonna repair that, and then right now we're on lunch, so we got 35 minutes, and then, yeah. Part of an efficient racing program is making sure that every second that you have at the track is utilized. So while everyone else was eating lunch, we fixed one of the only issues that we found with the car, which was this cool suit not working. The pin had broken off, but we didn't have a new pin to put on, so we ended up finding a soldering iron and solder to fix the old pin. You're doing great. Make me look smart.
this is gonna be part of a montage. Like, if you need music, you want me to sing a song? Yeah. Is this helping? Is this helping right here? Is this helping?
Alright, this is gonna be interesting.
Why are you shaking?
It's good.
Ah! You're like a Parkinson's dog. Why the f*** are you laughing? Skills that kill. You know, my daddy taught me to solder when I was 3. More water, good.
we were just doing some tire pressure testing, and so now we got to do a qualifying race. So I'll be starting this race, and then Jess and Justin will be starting the next races. So Saturday and Sunday they'll be starting those races. This is a 2-hour-long race. We get 3 stops that we have to do, mandatory. And right now we're just making sure that everything's done on the car. So making sure that the wheels are torqued, we're making sure that the tire pressures are done, we're making sure that we have ice in the cool suit box. This is actually my first time using a cool suit. We got all of our comms, and so this is my comm cable. I forgot to take it out, but good that we have that. And then, yeah, so all my gear's here, and I guess it's time to get to grid. The entire weekend, I'm gonna keep calling you Tracy.
It's all right.
Jess, I mean Tracy, I mean Jess, I mean, Alright, y'all. Pardon my hairy attire. Yeah, so the first stint went really well. I'm having this back pain that's making it like hard to breathe. So like I came in and Alex was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And I am fine, but like I was really tired. I've been struggling with this like back pain, shortness of breath sort of thing. But anyway, aside from the shortness of breath, the stint went pretty well. I've started the race. I ran an hour straight, and by the time I pulled off the track, we were first in our class. There was only one other car in our class that really had something for us, and I didn't really have anything for him. I mean, I tried to put the car next to him in a couple spots that were awkward and tried to like use that to my advantage in traffic to get ahead of him, but the cornering speed and then the driver in that car was really good, and then also just the straight line speed all made it so that I could not get past that car. So the car that we're driving is really good on brakes. So because it's so good on brakes, you can kind of just throw it into corners, you know what I mean? Throw it into braking zones. The other thing is, you know, timing runs, right? So like on the last corner of Summit Point, before the front straight, if you time it right, you can get in the draft of the car in front of you. Very fun car to drive. You definitely have to be good on brakes and good in the corners. You can't just be fast in a straight line. But that's kind of my driving style, so I like it. Yeah, overall, good stint. Happy with how it all worked out, and I'm looking forward to the race tomorrow and the next day. So. That's the boxer, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
I think we're in second.
All right, Jess. Damn it. What? No, that is Jess. Yeah, damn it. So Jess's last name is Tracy, and I keep calling her Jess, and then going, "No, wait, it's Tracy," and then I go, "No, wait, it's." So how did today go?
Today was good. Track feels, or car feels good. Track's a little greasy, like was getting a little squirrely on towards the end there. But overall, I felt good, and I can't wait for tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm excited. So we're gonna be running some stickier tires tomorrow. We finished a lap down from the leader, which is promising, I think.
I think so.
So with some nicer tires, we might have better luck.
Little strategy.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. All I know is it's beer time. That's all I know.
In fact, it was not beer time. That is correct, Couch Dylan from the future. It was not beer time. In fact, it was nut and bolt time. So we got started by removing the old Advans that we were going to swap out for some stickier tires. And we started looking for anything that might be broken, anything with excess wear on it, and basically just making sure that the car was solid for the next day.
It's got fun and games. We got everything you want. Honey, I know your name. We got the people that you find. Whatever you may need. You can got the honey money. We got your
You're
disease
recording?
in the jungle. Welcome to the jungle. I say yes, yes. Whoa. I want to watch you bleed.
All right, y'all. I am getting my socks on. Socky walkies. And we're getting ready to go eat some food. Done.
Please don't turn the flash on. There we go.
I'm the map. 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 Backpack, backpack.
Yeah.
All things that you can find and all the knickknacks too.
I'm a map and you're a backpack. We're a backpack too.
Backpack.
You look great.
Clearly it's a wet start to the morning. It rained all last night, which was cool. It was kind of like cozy, I guess, but yeah, now it's like kind of nasty. You think so? We made it rain just now. If only somebody would make it rain cash on me.
Or I shave my legs and it's like 2 days later, it's like, look at how bad this is. Now I do it, I'm like, I'm good for a week. This is great.
That's your estrogen.
Yeah.
Testosterone is why you have all the hairs on your chin.
If you're late, just start from the back. You can fuel your cars into panic until the safety car rolls, and then everybody, all the fueling today is going to take place in the hot pit grid at that time. 1 minute to go, 8:59, one whistle, and we're going to roll at 9 o'clock today. We're going to have a splitter again.
So today is the start of our 8-hour race. We qualified in second place, so that's pretty good. And it's real wet outside, but it's not raining yet. But we'll see how it all goes. I am not running the first stint today. Either Justin or Jess are going to be running that first stint, and then I'm going to be running it sometime after that. My cool suit didn't work yesterday, so I got my breathable shirt underneath. I'm going to get changed into some shorts and take some meds. I have this back pain that I told you guys about, and then we should be good to go. So, in between waking up, going to the driver's meeting, and getting some coffee and getting dressed, we also had to get the cars ready to go to grid. So in the mornings, we are on a tight time span, which I am also not used to, but you adapt. You get used to things, you adapt, you know what I mean?
So right now we're just making sure that all the amenities for the rain work, including the defroster. We're getting the Rain-X on the windshields, cleaning the windshields, and that should set us up for a race if it does decide to rain today. So.
Jess and Justin covered the majority of the stints on the first day, so I was left to do a lot of the fueling and other pit lane activities. Fueling is a pretty important exercise because if you forget to put your visor down, if you spill a lot of fuel, you can cost your team points via penalties, so you have to be really deliberate, but also really smooth and really fast. It's pretty challenging. So after I got out of the car for my one and only stint, I failed to assist Justin with getting his communications hooked up. So here I am trying to establish communications with the car via a number sign to make sure that he pits in at the correct time. Ugh.
What's going on, y'all? So, got done my first and potentially only stint for the day. Hour and a half long in the car. It was a really good drive. I had a lot of fun. We were a lap down from P1, and I drove the car up, unlapped us, and apparently I was gaining like 3 seconds a lap on this car in front of us. So we made really good ground, consistent low 27s, high 26s, and tires started to fall off toward the end just because the pressures went up. I think for myself, I probably would have aired them down a little bit, but it is a team, you know, we have to kind of set the car up for everybody. So right now, our car does not have comms. So normally you would have a cable that hooks up to your helmet and a push to talk, right? So you can talk to everybody on the radio. But in our case, we forgot to plug our driver in. So we made a sign that says 600 no comms and 600 pit now. And basically we're going to have to be ready at almost any moment to go and take care of the car when it pits in. So we're doing pretty well right now. I'm pretty sure we're in a solid P2, which isn't too bad. It's like a 12-car field, 12-car class, but yeah, it's a good day.
At the end of the race, there was a black flag, which allowed us to come in ahead of the leader. That meant that when the cars got released back out, we would have gotten a wave around under yellow, and we would have been able to commit a pit stop, a required pit stop. When we were done our pit stop, this would have allowed us to rejoin the pack on the same lap as P1 with hopes of chasing them down and winning the race.
All right, y'all, so you might be wondering why I'm covering my face right now. It's because we are going to be doing one last pit stop on our car. We decided to throw Jess in the car, and basically she's going to get a wave around because she came in under a black flag. But that's sort of advantageous to us because we might stand a chance at catching the pack in front of the current P1 car. So it's going to be risky. We're going to try and give it our best. It's going to, minimum time is 3 minutes, so we can't really rush the pit stop, but we're going to throw one jug of fuel in, and hopefully everything goes okay.
In an ideal world, we would have been able to complete the pit stop before the leader came around under yellow. This would have allowed us to rejoin the track under green, increasing our chances of beating P1 and getting the race win. But we were just short. Jess did a great job of joining under green without any incidents, and she tried to chase down P1 as quickly as she could. It was a really good drive. At the end of the day, Jess manages to bring the car over the line in P2 in a class of 12 cars. Not a bad showing for the Class 2, number 600 Reuben Performance Garage Miata.
Honda! Woo! All right, y'all, today was a good day. We finished P2 because we were the first car that came in under the black flag. We got a wave around on the pace lap, and that allowed us to get within 5 or 6 seconds of P1 by the end of the race. It's a real nail biter, but man, that car was fast. I didn't have anything for that car in the quali race yesterday. But great people to drive with, really hustling the car around, and now we're going to the award ceremony.
Is that a dog?
Board. Let's go overall. Let's go overall. Let's go overall. Let's go overall.
Amish people do get on camera. That's racism.
Oh, it's first class.
First rate.
Oh, yeah. I would know about that.
That guy's hat is awesome. Let's go, hat.
How did he even run?
Well, it
was just been touching somehow?
yeah, no, but those two, that's coil feed
Yeah.
to pump out. So it was just powering the pump through. It was not pumping out.
Hello. Okay, so we're gonna be nut and bolting this car once again. We had some scraping noises going on during the race, and that's because this car has a lot of body roll, and so the wheels were just kind of eating away the fender liner. So we're gonna clean up this wheel well a little bit, and we're gonna cut out the parts of the fender liner that we're rubbing, and then make sure nothing falls off with some Gorilla Tape later on, and should be good to go. If it looks like I don't know what I'm doing, it's because I kind of don't. I'm just trying to be as meticulous as possible with someone else's car, and then also trying to make sure that my two teammates have a reliable car to drive in tomorrow's race. After checking over the engine bay, the last bit of work was to just put a wrench over the bolts on the suspension and then get going to dinner. Turtles. In Tokyo, they have places where you can eat cats.
Eat with animals.
Eat with animals. But you can't eat the animals.
You're eating something.
Ah, okay. I've never eaten anything in my life.
Okay, follow the crabs. They know where they're going. Alex, the crabs are right in front of you.
Oh, the crabs. Let's go.
B-roll. Look at that B-roll. So vlogging. Silverware off the table behind you. She's making so much guacamole.
Oh no, we're having chopstick failure.
I'm not gonna be involved.
Wait, is that an appetizer? Really?
From my mouth
The tiniest one.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You need like 2 chips, TJ. That's alright. What is it? Ah!
Fire! Fire! Ah! Yo, how'd you get that fire in that glass like that?
He explained it. He actually explained it. That's amazing.
Oh, that joint is on fire. Look at that joint. Look. Ow! Yo, he made the sparks. Yo, that joint crazy. I think that we made him nervous.
You nervous?
Special crop duster. You may not see me, but you know I was there.
Good morning, y'all.
Good morning.
It is Sunday. It is the same overcast day, kind of crazy day. I woke up and I was like, all right, I guess it's time to go home. And I was like, oh, no, wait, it's just that I drove an hour and a half yesterday. So definitely the sprint racer in me is not used to that, for sure.
This is not sprint racing.
I'm here with my buddy Alex, though.
Let's ease up on the turn, buddy.
I'm here with an acquaintance of mine, Alex. Alex owns the Miata. He owns the 293. And he also owns how many cars? How many race cars do you own?
There's probably about 6 that are
6 race cars.
Running.
5 kids, 6 race cars.
6 dogs.
6 dogs.
1 wife.
1 wife. You do the math. He's not Mormon yet.
Pretty busy.
Busy man, yeah. This whole racing program is called the Reuben Performance Garage and Barbecue, right?
Yes.
So what's the deal? How did that get started?
How did the name come
Yeah,
from?
how did that get started?
Many, many, many years ago, this is probably about 2012 or 2011. I moved into the house I'm in now, and I had a big shop, and a conglomeration of guys would come over from time to time. We would wrench on cars. It was kind of before the racing years, and Facebook was kind of just starting to be, more mainstream, not just a curiosity. And we're working in the garage, and somebody says we need a Facebook page for what goes on here, because there's always kind of stupid stuff going on. And so yeah, great. Let's start a Facebook page. But what are we gonna name it? We're throwing out names. We're throwing out names. Now, meanwhile, somebody was literally barbecuing on a Weber grill outside the garage while we're working on cars, hamburgers and whatever. And we're going this and going this. And also many, many, many years ago, I got the nickname of Al Reuben. My name is Alex Rubenstein, and the joke of that was the last name was spelled like the sandwich.
Yeah.
And I would go around saying my name's Al Reuben, Reuben like the sandwich, right? So anyway, we're in the garage jerking around. Somebody goes, what about Reuben Performance Garage? I'm like, that's not bad. Reuben Performance Garage sounds pretty good. And then the person, who I don't remember who it is at this point, who was on the barbecue said, and barbecue company. And that's how it came. Reuben Performance Garage and barbecue company.
I love that.
And you can see, well, I don't have any with me. You can see the logos. Later on, I'm sure, like, you cut up a picture of the logo with the...
Yeah.
Which, when I had hair, and one is a spatula and one is a wrench.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's funny. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people in the grassroots racing scene, they do first name, last name racing, and it's really. And that was one of the things I wanted to avoid in my brand was make it about something other than me, and make it about something other than first name, last name racing.
Yeah. We wanted to remain as non-serious as possible,
which is funny because you guys are actually very competitive.
Well, yeah. Let me qualify. I mean. The only thing I'm very serious about, I would say the number one serious thing is safety. I'm not trying to do a PSA here, but we're all middle-aged people that are dads, husbands. This is not our profession, right? So I want to make sure everybody goes home on Monday morning. So yeah, safety is number one. We always joke about a lot of the things, even the joke "safety third." That's not even remotely true. Safety is number one thing. Goes down to roll cages, safety equipment, making sure everything is safe, and if we're not safe, we're not on the track. So that's the number one thing. And then, yeah, I mean, obviously, we're extraordinarily competitive. We do everything to the first car ever built, the first 293, the little trivia, there's the second 293, which is a whole other story. We want to make sure it's built for endurance racing. I actually started out endurance racing. Sprint racing came later. I'm not even really that good at it, so that's fine. Endurance racing is definitely my goal.
Safety is the most important thing, very clearly. Yes. A lot of people, a lot of friends and family, got some people that want to pay and come rent cars, right?
We often get a lot of people who see, this sounds like this, I hate this kind of talk, because this is what I hate being presumptuous.
You're a racer.
I know,
you're a racer. You got to be...
Well, try to be humble a little bit.
Just be honest.
We are very successful.
Yeah.
Almost every race we go to, we definitely finish. We often have podium, or we mostly podium. We often come in first. And frankly, other people see it, and I get a lot of Facebook messages and emails and phone calls, how can I rent a seat? And we really don't normally rent seats. It's very unusual. It's partly a trust issue. Also, I want to make sure the person that we're racing with, the people we're racing with, are socially compatible with our, with the way that we, the way that we race and have fun.
So, you guys are primarily an endurance racing team.
Yeah.
American Endurance Racing, Champ Car,
World Racing
WRL, World Racing League.
We did a Zenith race just a couple weeks ago.
Zenith is a new endurance racing series. Not Lemons. It's more, so I mean, Lemons, it has its place, but you guys are more about serious grassroots racing. Yeah. But you're also getting your FIA license.
Yes, so separately, I have been interested in the last year or two to do some racing in Europe. There is a sprint series actually I'm interested called 116 Trophy. There's also this Fun Cup series, which historically have done a 25-hour race at Spa. And you need special licensing. So in the U.S. to get that licensing, you have to use one of the accredited racing organizations, which the easiest company was SCCA, and I did 5 races with them, which I just finished last year.
Nice.
Now I'm working on getting the FIA. It's called an ITCC. What I'm working on.
And you've been racing for 20 years now, right?
Not quite that long. Started my first real race was in 2014.
2014. 2014.
Yeah.
My first race was 2018.
So we're old. We're actually old goats already.
I was told, someone said, quote unquote, he's been around for a while about me, and I was like,
doesn't feel like.
Yeah, you gotta call me Unk. Like, what? You know what I mean? Like, I'm already Unk. So, yeah. All right. I mean, I think that's all, though. Do you want to say anything else for the camera?
No.
No. Well, we got breakfast cooking up right now.
Corey, which is the most, you gotta get Corey interviewed.
That's
he's
true.
Like the
That's
most
true.
important
Yeah.
piece of the script. He's got bacon done, so we're ready to eat.
So part of this team experience that Alex has, where it's mostly friends of friends, people that we know who can be trusted in the cars and things like that.
Corey can be trusted with food.
People who can be put into an environment and then be compatible, not be weirdos. Corey comes along with us and he cooks us breakfast, he cooks us lunch, he cooks us dinner, he gives us snacks, right? So I'm gonna turn it over to Corey now.
Just to give a sense, we actually have dedicated a truck and trailer, and if you look at the tent, it even says the Reuben Forest Garage and Barbecue Food and Beverage Service. And he's just, that's what he does.
There you go, Corey.
Yeah.
Corey be playing music. He be playing like rave music.
Normally,
during
now
the day.
because of this interview, I can't have my morning music marathon.
It's always
so.
my fault. It's always
It
my
is. Every
fault.
time
Yeah.
you're here, something goes wrong.
That's
So.
Yeah.
He's bringing up scars from the past. All right, we're gonna get to racing today, y'all. All right, y'all. So we're getting ready to get in the car. It's gonna be my first stint of the day. I got a rock in my shoes. Things are a little bit hectic. But yeah, keep y'all updated. Loud and clear. Got 2 minutes on the stopwatch. Okay, so I did 2 stints today. Both were about 1 hour and 30 minutes long. We drove as hard as we could, and it looks like we're going to come out in second place again. But it was a really hard fought battle the whole day. So we're doing our last required pit stop. We don't need to fuel the car at all. We're not doing a driver change, so we're just going to throw it in, and after the required amount of time passes by, and then hopefully we can chase down P1, but I doubt it. But either way, I mean, we executed really well. We executed everything according to plan. So that means, our pit stops, driver changes. The only error we really had was with comms. So all in all, it's a pretty good weekend. Hopefully we can just come home with P2 at this point. And yeah, grateful for the opportunity, grateful for the experience. So happy about this. Good looking car, good car, very good car.
All in all, that is a P2 in race 1, a P2 in race 2, and a P2 overall for the weekend. Not too shabby for a little Miata.
So, some closing sentiment on that video. I come from what's called sprint racing in the road racing community. Sprint racing is when you race a car in a race that lasts between 20 to 45 minutes depending on the organization that you run with. What I realized after doing my second endurance race ever with American Endurance Racing is that it is what you make of it, just like I think anything else. This particular team that I ran with takes their operations very seriously. So even if there are deficits for how the car is built to a given class, or if the conditions are changing, or if traffic is challenging, or if there are mechanical issues, this team is trying as hard as they can to be efficient in pit stops, efficient with their spares programs, efficient with how they put their cars together before the track and nut and bolt them after they come off the track, and of course how they drive them. But I think the biggest thing that separates endurance racing from sprint racing, from what I can tell, is the team aspect of it all. In endurance racing, if you make any mistakes and it costs your team, even if you drove the car really well, there's a bigger picture that needs to be considered. So with that being said, it's kind of like any type of racing. It's always good to immerse yourself in the different disciplines because you get an appreciation of what those drivers have that you might not. So anyway, I just want to say, big shout out to Alex and Reuben Performance Garage again for letting me drive that car. It was a really good time. And, once more, if you like this video, please interact with it. It really helps the channel. I would say that probably 20% of the people that watch my videos are actually subscribers. So if you subscribe, it doesn't cost you anything. And one day maybe I can monetize this channel and go from being an amateur motorsports enthusiast to being a professional one. So anyway, y'all, I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and this has been the EJ2 Track Right YouTube channel. Peace.